The Japan U20 match, debatably the most hype arc in the series of Blue Lock besides the current arc being the Neo Egoist League. In this match, there were many moments that made it so hype from both teams, of course. Like honestly, if I had to be the first one to say it, this match pretty much had it all. But in the end, who truly was the MVP of the match from Team Blue Lock? At the end of the day, thanks to Isagi's luck goal, the player from Blue Lock that everybody had their eyes on in that moment was Isagi Yoichi and Isagi Yoichi only, even earning the recognition of Itoshi Rin's older brother, and a part of the New Gen World 11, and the captain of the former Japan U20 team, Oliver Aiku. But what if I told you that the true MVP of this match wasn't Isagi? Hey guys, DarkheroJosh here, and today we're going to be talking about who was the true MVP of the match between the Blue Lock 11 and the Japan U20 team. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this video and reveal who the true MVP of this match was. Now, when you think of who could have been the MVP of this match on the Blue Lock 11 team, really only two names should pop up in your head, with those two names being Isagi Yoichi and Itoshi Rin. Now, let me be 100% real with you guys right now. If you guys honestly think that Isagi was the MVP of that match, then you're 100% wrong. Like possibly delusional. Like, I don't know, like recently you Isagi fans something's been going on in your head. But this is the part where I explain how Isagi fans are delusional and why Itoshi Rin was the actual MVP of this match. Now, after Itoshi Sai scored the first goal of this match against Team Blue Lock, we see that Isagi starts off the kickoff only focusing on building plays with Rin taking the lead, of course. And after successfully breaking through with the help of Bachira, Rin manages to create a one-on-one situation with the goalkeeper. And honestly, if you ask me, he would have scored that first goal for Team Blue Lock if it wasn't for his ego and desire to beat his older brother. Because in this moment, he tried to copy his older brother's shot by dribbling past the net and using his non-dominant leg to kick the ball. And honestly, it wasn't even a terrible attempt of a shot, being that it almost went in, but the keeper just barely saved it with literally the tip of his fingers. Now, Team Blue Lock was able to get this goal, specifically Nagi, and honestly, it was a pretty hype goal. Let me just give Nagi his praise real quick. But after the result of multiple shot attempts getting blocked by both Yukimiya and Otoya. But the point isn't the fact that they managed to get that goal, but the starting point of it, which was Rin's improv play. Sure, Isagi was the fastest one to respond to this, but in the end, Rin created a play that Isagi went with and adapted to. Now, he did try to run the ones with his older brother, and honestly, I respect that, but come on, bro. Sai isn't a New Gen World 11 for nothing. And this match was literally the perfect example to showcase that, as he proceeds to pretty much embarrass Rin during their first matchup. Rin did manage to get the ball back through a second ball, and even with Aiku on him, who at the time was the best defender in the series, now being Lorenzo, of course. And even though Aiku knew Rin's dominant leg was his right and was trying to kill his right side to make Rin shoot with his left and miss, Rin still managed to hit the shot with his right foot and give the ball an outside spin, ultimately giving Team Blue Lock their second goal before the end of the first half. Now, Rin wasn't heavily focused on as he was in the first half up until after Baro's super goal, tying up the match, which again, another very hype goal indeed, let me give Baro his praise. But towards the end of chapter 138, his desire to score is even stronger as he claims that this match is his and that he'll defeat his older brother and carve his name into the world, ending off the chapter saying that this story is about him. Rin then reflects on the last play, knowing that even though the team is centered around him being the striker and all, around some point into the second half, the game has been revolving around Isagi instead of himself, and that Baro's goal was created due to Isagi, just like how Nagi's goal was thanks to Rin. As Itoshi Sai has possession of the ball, instead of passing to create a play like he normally would to restart the match, he decides to take matters into his own hands as he starts to dribble past Team Blue Lock with absolute ease. With Rin's desire to destroy him, he tries to synchronize with Sai, being that since they're brothers and the same blood flows through their veins, anything his older brother can do, he definitely has the capability of doing that as well. Ultimately managing to locate the place Sai would cross the ball to Shido and get in the way of it, getting a foot to the face from Shido as a result. As Sai increased the level of the game, in response, Rin switched his playstyle in order to seal him. In the second half of this high-level match, Rin has become an existence solely meant to kill Itoshi Sai, as Isagi describes it. Now, thanks to Sendo saving Bachira's shot, the Japan U20 do yet again another fast-paced counterattack, and as Aiku is now upfield ready to make this shot and ultimately win the match, we see Rin block it, giving the U20 a corner kick. As Itoshi Sai hits the corner, Rin thinks it's for Aiku, so he tries to mark him. But it was all a part of Sai's plan, baiting Rin into thinking that the ball was for Aiku, as the ball bounces to Shido, but thankfully Isagi was there in Rin's dead zone in order to make up for it. It's at this point where Rin is furious, being that Isagi won't even let him fight alone and lose to his older brother in peace, coming to the conclusion that Blue Lock doesn't let him be alone. But in response to that feeling, he states that it's disgusting and that he's gonna crush Isagi to pieces, as his eyes seem to have a new design we've never seen before. It's from there where we see Rin steal the ball from Hiyori and go on a complete rampage against the U20 team defenders, going straight to them and letting them bring out their best and destroying it, a football opposite from Itoshi Sai's, and destroys hideously. As he destroys Neru, Darai, and Neo, Aiku is the last one left to be destroyed. Even with Aiku updating all of his data, he sees that he doesn't even stand a chance against the current Rin. But it all changes as Shido steps in and grabs Rin in an attempt to stop him, now creating a 2-on-1 situation. The U20 team's chances just rose from 0 to 50%, leaving it up to luck. And as Aiku rushes in, Isagi is also there with Rin, but Rin isn't listening to Isagi as he's trying to play alone. Aiku then predicts the danger zone from which Rin will shoot, but gets feinted. But Aiku still gets back up to try and stop him again, as he did account for this. But it's then where he's too late as Rin shoots the ball, making a beautiful arch by the way. But sadly, although this build-up was crazy and everything, this shot hits the post, getting picked up by Itoshi Sai. Bringing us to our last matchup in this match, being the Itoshi brothers once again. As Rin says that he's done being Itoshi Sai's little brother, stating that he's Itoshi Rin the egoist, we see him make a face that his older brother seems familiar with, as Rin charges towards him. Sai tries to dribble through Rin, but every time Rin is quick enough to follow each dribble. And as we see Sai a bit irritated and try to use a nutmeg cross elastico to get past Rin like he did in the beginning of the match back in chapter 119, we see Rin able to see through it this time and kick the ball away over them, surpassing his older brother in that moment. And from there, we should all know the rest. Isagi believed that Rin would be able to defeat Sai in that matchup, position himself in the right place for luck to drop, where he then scored the winning goal for Team Blue Lock. Another very hype moment, I know, but this isn't about Isagi, so you know I gotta stop it right there. Overall, although Isagi was very involved in this match, don't get me wrong, he was very involved, Rin was the main point of almost all the plays during the first half, and just a little bit of the second half, of course. And after Baro's goal, he managed to awaken and destroy every defender on the U20 team at their best, and take on the best player on the pitch by far, his older brother Itoshi Sai, head on, and even defeat him in that moment, ultimately leading up to the reason why Itoshi Rin was undoubtedly the MVP of the Japan U20 match. Hey guys, DarkheroJosh here, and that was the reason on why Rin was the MVP of the big Blue Lock vs Japan U20 match. If you did like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other Blue Lock related videos do you guys want to see me talk about next on the channel. And without further ado, I hope you guys do have a great day, and see ya.